Welcome to another edition of This Some Bullshit with Danis. It's been a while since I've been on here, so I'm going to start out asking you, how's your 2026 going? We're in the second quarter of 2026. Can you believe how fast this year has been flying by? We're in April, almost May. It's going to be May tomorrow. This is crazy how fast this year has been going. But how are you doing? How's your New Year's resolutions going? Have you stuck to them? Have you dropped them? Are you achieving any of the goals that you set that you want to do? Don't get me wrong. I understand that this world is going crazy right now. Batshit crazy. I get it. But that doesn't mean that you abandon your goals or your dreams. You make sure you stick to what you said you was going to do. Hang in there. Now, me, myself, I can honestly say life has been life. And reason I haven't been out here for so long is because I've had so many things going on and there's just been projects galore. I wish it was projects that was making me money. That's the thing I wish. But you know what? God's blessed me with the talent to help people. God's blessed me with the talent to be able to do certain things. And that's what I've done. One of my New Year's resolutions, some of the things I said I was going to do, I think I came on here a while ago and I talked about being intentional with things. This year, I've been intentional on checking on my boys. This is the year about my boys and a year about my family. So I've been intentional on making sure I get out to go see my friends, spend quality time with my friends, and just chop it up with them. Nothing serious, nothing crazy, just simple conversation. Go have some lunch. See where some of them grew up at. Just find out what's going on. Earlier this year, I was going through something and it was challenging and I kept it to myself and I just tried to work through it. I had a good friend of mine who said, something ain't right with you. You trying to smile through everything, but you can't smile through this pain that you got going on. What's going on? So I finally broke down and said what I had to say and what was going on. And I realized, damn, I can't conquer the world by myself. I need that additional support or help to get these things going. And so sometimes it's good to talk. Me, myself, I'm not big on counseling. And I think most guys are like that. I ain't gonna say all guys, but I'm gonna say most guys. We just don't go to counseling. We don't do that. We just try to solve it on our own because we're guys. That's how we were bred. Coming up in the era that we grew up in, we just don't seek counseling. I might go talk to a homie here and there, but we don't go seek the counseling that we need. So, after talking it out, realize, okay, make these adjustments, tweak these couple of things, and things will be okay. So made those tweaks and life is life now. And we're getting things back on track and everything. It's coming up to the summertime. Be busy trying to rehab an old house, putting some good touches on the house I'm in. My man cave, my house here needs some update, needs some love. And we're gonna make it happen. But it's in due time. In the meantime, what I want to say before I really get into any of these things that I want to talk about, I want to say May 9th, Bloomington Normal Alumni Chapter, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, we're having an adult prom. It's going to be amazing. We got a great DJ who's going to be lighting it up. So if your prom was bad, even if your prom was good and you just want a do-over, or if you just want to get out of the house and put on something to feel good and go dance and eat and have fun, think about coming out to the Chateau in Bloomington on May 9th and come join us for the adult prom. It'll be well worth your time. You can always hit me up if you need some tickets. And I'll have a flyer posted where you can scan the QR code to get to it. And if that doesn't work for you, let me know because I know sometimes people struggle scanning QR codes on pictures and stuff. I'll send you the link. No problem. No worries. We're not even going to trip on it. But something that some of the stuff that's just been on my brain here lately. And I tell you, when my brain gets a rolling, my brain rolls. I know I talked about entitlement of people before, and I just talked about all kinds of stuff. In this theory and conversations about entitlement, what I've come to realize, there's some people out there that don't know how to compromise. Do you know some entitled people don't compromise? And I say that from the standpoint of whenever you commit yourself to something, it may not go your way. Not everything is going to go your way, but you got to have a compromise to be able to say, okay, this is not working for me, but I can get this to work for me. And so we live in a world now where everyone is in the me world. Everything is about me, my feelings, my thoughts, what I'm going through, what I'm doing, and everything. But I've come to realize the world don't operate like that. The time I've been on this earth, I just realized there's give and take on everything. You got to learn how to give, you got to learn how to take. And then sometimes when things ain't going quite right, you make an adjustment. Sometimes it may be subtle, sometimes it may be big, but you need to talk to people to figure out how to make those adjustments. So I'm going to just ask people to dig deep inside themselves and say, hey, is there something that I feel like I might be entitled to where I need to compromise a little bit more on? just something to think about. I see it everywhere. As spring is coming along, and I know I'm gonna be bouncing all over the board, so bear with a self-diagnosed ADD person. Question for you. Do you have a hobby? What's your hobby? Have you found something to make you happy? Something that will make you excited? Something that takes your mind off your monotonous days, something that just is a break from everything. Here recently, I've been trying to get more into the gym, and the podcast is supposed to be my relaxation, something that I need to do to relax. I do on occasions like to have me a sip. This helps relax me, believe it or not. And I know it's bad in a sense, but at the same time, if I go hit the gym, it helps me out. So here's to y'all. Mm. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Do you have some summer plans coming up? What are you trying to do for the summer? Do you have some goals to go do some traveling? And I get it, these prices are high right now. So you may have to decide on how to create something for yourself that's low key and low budget. Hey, do what you got to do, but make sure you take some time for you. Get out there and enjoy yourself as you can. Things that I'm getting excited about is not a lot, is getting this house to where I know my dad would be proud of. So, I'm still honoring him by making sure I get the house right. So that's going to be some of my goals that I'm going to be working on is get that done. This Sunday, May 3rd, will mark the 26th year that my mother has passed away. Hard to believe it will be 26 years, which means I've passed the age that she was when she passed away. So I'm older than what my mother was when she died. And it still has a sting to it. You never get over it. You can miss them, but you never get over it. My oldest said to me one time, she's like, Dad, she's like, I'm almost forgetting what grandma sound like and what she looks like. And I get it because she was so young when she passed. But at this point, I think she was maybe 13 when she passed. And I get it. She's been alive longer than what my mother was around for her. And so I get how she feels, and I would have loved for my youngest and my grandkids to have been able to meet mom and stuff. Glad they got a chance to see dad and get to spend some time with him. But my goals is to make sure I'm around for my grandkids if at all possible. I got 7 and I want to make sure I'm here for all of them. And I want to see them grow and get older and get big. And, my goal next is to pass 84. I want to get past 84 so that way I can see them and hopefully get to some great grandkids and things like that. So, so we got to work on those goals. I'm going to challenge you to step up your health game, whether you got to walk, whether you run, go hit the gym a little bit, change your eating habits. That's the big thing there. Change your eating habits, but relax and have fun. Don't carry stress all the time. Guys, we carry stress more than people realize. And I'm imploring my male friends, let it go. Take a step back. We ain't got to carry everything. I was having a conversation with one of my boys, and I know this is sort of a side note, but having a conversation with one of my boys, and we were talking about um, the gender differences. Us Y chromosomes, we are reluctant to do things that the X chromosomes will do. And I say that from the standpoint of traveling or being adventurous and things like that. We carry the weight of, I got to make sure this is right. These are taken care of. And I'm not going to splurge and do this. And I'm not going to do that. And we penny pinch and we be tight. And, all right, I'm going to go over here. But if I go out to eat, I ain't going to do this. And we get real conservative. What folks don't realize, guys are more conservative than women are. Most guys are. I ain't going to say all guys, but most guys are. But women, and I admire this, is that they'll take chances and go do things and live life when we don't live life. And we need to learn to live life more. We need to live life better and a little bit more free, not blow household budgets, but enjoy life a little bit more because it's short. We're only here for a short period of time, but we want to make the most of that time. So I'm going to implore my friends, my guy friends, to make sure we start doing a little bit more. The job will always be there. My dad always had this saying, son, they give you time to use and use your time that you get. If it's vacation, personal time, you're like, use that time because you can't take it with you. Now, if you retire, you can cash out some of it. But if something happens to you, you're gone, you're done. They're going to replace you anyway. So if they're going to replace you, spending time that you got doing some of the things that you love or some of the things you want to get done. This summer, I'll burn some of my vacation time, like I said, working on the house, but I'm going to do a little bit of traveling too and get away and go see some folks because that's what I want to do. But hey, relax, relate, release. I used to say that all the time. Relax, relate, release. Just enjoy life, have fun. I think that was the nature of my personality always. I've always been a more of a looser type person. And y'all hear me say that. I used to say this all the time. Two tears in a bucket. Fuck it. We just gonna do it. We're gonna have fun. I'll worry about the consequences later. Thankfully, the things I did never landed me in jail, never landed me in a whole lot of trouble. But I have done some things in life. So me to you, fuck it. Two tears in a bucket. Fuck it. Relax, relate, release, enjoy life, have fun. So on this episode, I'm gonna keep it short. I just want to say, I hope y'all get out and go do something fun for yourself. Enjoy life. Celebrate your mothers. If you got Mother's Day is coming up, celebrate your moms because I can't celebrate mine. I'm gonna go out to the gravesite, put some flowers out there, say, Mom, I miss you. I love you, like I do every time I drive past her tombstone. So that's how I'm gonna celebrate my Mother's Day is going out there to see my mom's grave. But if your mom is still here, celebrate your mom. Go spend some time with her. If y'all beefing, put the beef to the side for a little bit. Just go see them. Go get them. Go tell them you love them and be there for them. Like I said, I'm all over the board. That's that ADHD kicking in. That's that wanting to just talk and get some things out. I'll come back with a more formal topic in a week or two, give y'all something to put on your brains. But this is something I just wanted to do impromptu to say, hey, I have not forgotten about y'all. I'm still here. And if you not doing anything, come out next Saturday, May 9th to the Chateau in Bloomington. Come do the adult prom with us. Come have fun, put on your dancer shoes, and let's do this thing. Until then, I'll see you later. This is Some Bullshit with Danis. I'll see you soon. Take care.